Good evening, and welcome to the first part of Castlevania month. I will be your host for tonight, Lord Voldemort. What can we say about Castlevania? Let's see. It is a large franchise that gives tribute to the most common faces of horror, ranging from Frankenstein to the Wolfman. In this series, Dracula is practically the devil. Bats are the size of a fox, and vampires suck blood, and not. But I digress. It all started back in the late 1980s, when this action-adventure game first hit the NES. It was a different type of game from Mario, Zelda, and Pac-Man. Here, you controlled young Simon Belmont as you traversed Dracula's castle, slaying hordes of monsters and demons. You had nothing but your trusty whip and a handful of sub-weapons at your disposal. None of them nearly as powerful as a good wand, but they do their job well. The game was very linear, but quite unforgiving, especially with some rather tricky jumps. No! Damn! No! But by the end of it, Dracula is slain, the castle crumbles, and we are treated with some nice credits. After the success of Castlevania, Konami decided to release a sequel and try something different. Now, the story of this one takes place directly after the events of the first. Simon Belmont is wounded by Dracula from the last battle and discovers he is actually suffering from a dreadful curse. You see, Dracula managed to cheat death and scattered his body across multiple parts. Simon must destroy each part to successfully destroy Dracula for good and break the curse. What? My story is completely different. Havana Kedavra! The gameplay was kind of a step backwards. Remember how Harry spends most of Deathly Hallows Part 1, having no idea where the Horcruxes are, and spends most of the movie camping? Yes, it's kinda like that. Moving on. The next few sequels were more traditional, and are more of a retelling of the first than anything. It seems every 100 years, Dracula is reborn, and a new member of the Belmont family must rise and defeat him. What a wonderful idea. I say, Dracula, I think you should get a hug for that one. Yes. But when the PlayStation and Nintendo 64 came around, the series split into two styles. One that actually didn't sell well, but works as a horror game. And the other that was classified as Metroidvania. Is that some sort of spell? These titles were based more along exploring the entire castle and building your character's strength. It also features some of the series' most iconic lines.
What is a man? A miserable little pile of secrets. But enough talk. How about you?
Then things got really goofy, and the series made prequels, and sequels, and sequels to prequels, and remakes, and a cartoon, and serial, till finally Konami said bloody hell and rebooted the entire series. This occurred with Lords of Shadow. Now, this
I would advise not straying into that territory. Leave Lords of Shadow to me.
But it's part of the series, and my job is to dissect the entire series. I see no reason to bow to you. Good Godric, when did muggles learn to do that? All right, you win.